Good morning, people. Waited. Boom. Good morning. We hang out in my fish room, get everything done all the time. It's always easy. And there is something definitely going on with this cord on this camera. Gotta do it, man. I gotta get down and I gotta get it. I gotta get this fish room in order, man. Things are falling apart. But anyway,
JMac1 said, "Good morning, weirdos."
let me say hi to people and then we'll get into it. All right. Bionic Bigfoot, what's up, man? Good morning. Andy Carson, what's up? Good morning. Cruiser CB, yo, what up, buddy? Morning. Your fish. Good morning, good morning. Going. Back to making coffee and biscuits and great. Oh, man. That was cool coffee. Now I'm hungry. And good morning. Who else? Bigfoot's a new member. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being a new member of 25 months. StreamYard is no longer not paying. Yeah, well. All right, let me see where we're at here. Missed anybody? I hope not. Carson, put a belt on? I did put it. Why are you asking me that?
Victor
Doing
Coco
plumbing today?
K30
No
said,
butt
"Depths
cracks?
unknown, good morning."
Good morning. You're ready for anything you can do today. All right, cool. Cool. Sam Link, what's up? Dennis, hello. Good morning, sir. Window Liquor number 5, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Nano Aquarium guy, good morning. Yeah, we got all the people here. Boots Cats. Hey, Mac, what's up, dude? Kenzie, morning. Uh, Coco, what's up? Yo, doing? Man, there's everybody here today. Okay, cool. All right, let's get into it. First thing first, I gotta mention this because it's happened and it's not. I don't know how many people know this, but you guys remember Keith, KJE Aquatics? He's been fighting pancreatic cancer summer of 2024 in Jamaica. Passed away yesterday, and that's sad, man. Really not cool. Sad to hear it. He will be missed. He was a great guy. A lot of fun.
JMac1 said, "Rest in peace, Keith."
Sad. But you know, life.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said, "Good morning, depths unknown, here is some coffee."
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let me get some coffee. I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background. That is the siphon overflow pump kicking in. And hear it.
CR Pish said, "Good morning, Jason."
Good morning, Sierra Fish. It's pish, right? But it's supposed to be fish, like band fish. Anyway, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, so the siphon overflow in this tank. I gotta change Nightbot. Probably not. I did. Nightbot.
That's lovely, that is.
Yeah. Anyway, the siphon overflow, we set it up at what was like, it started at 11 a.m. on last Sunday. It's been running it's been 224 hours a day since then. So my calculations, hey, what's up? Good morning. Uh, my calculations is running at about dripping at about a gallon an hour, cold water. Um, so what's the math on that? 7 days, right? Today's 2 hours. It's going to be 7 days. Color Guppies, what's up, man? Yeah, definitely sad to hear about Keith. Cool guy, man. Good morning. Morning, Vinay. Yeah, so it's been running for 7 days now. Let's see. Um, 7 times 24. Well, 8, which is almost 50. So 50, 100, 150, 6. 150 plus 24 would be 174 minus 6 is 168. Is that right? Alexa, 24 times 7. Wow. Holy cow. So yeah, about 170 gallons have been uh, flushed through this tank so far over the past week. What's really surprising to me is it's here. I gotta get up out of the kind of relaxing more. Oh, I'm all stiff and sore. Body hurts. It was a beautiful day yesterday in the 50s.
Bionic Bigfoot
Sunny.
40 said 168.
Yeah, that's what I came up with. um, yeah, beautiful day in the 50s, high 50s, mid 50s, whatever. Sunny, warm. I was actually running around in
Daniel
just a
Verles
shirt.
Tonton 47 said, Good morning, everyone.
Daniel Blaze, what's up, man? Good morning. Yeah, and now today I woke up and it was snowing and cold. It doesn't stick. I hope it. I think it was too warm yesterday for it to stick. But anyway, where we're at today. What is it? Something weird. All right. So I can show you guys this. All right. Let me show you. Streaming. Hey, hopefully all the bells and whistles are working. Seems to be. Winter was canceled this year on the West Coast. Well, it was not here. Apparently, you shipped it over this way. That sucks. Take it back. All right. Um. Yeah. All right. Let me. I guess these water on the floor. This. How fast thing has been dripping the whole time. This is ice cold water. This is coming from the cold faucet, cold tap, right? My thermometer. Oh, somewhere concerning. It's maintained. This tank is not heated, by the way. This is an unheated tank. 75.2 degrees is what it stays at after all that, which is pretty impressive. We could just dripping in there. Probably good on changing the water on this tank, though. I feel like we've accomplished a lot in that week. A lot of basically flushed this tank like twice, and then some. I wonder if the TDSs are pretty much like what tap water would be. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hacking the thing. Them attacking it was changing the TDS reading. Oops, I turned it off.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said California got all the rain, not the PNW.
333. Not too bad. They're actually probably close to what the tap is. So yeah, they've got a pretty good freshwater flush here. Got a weird guy when he turns. Got a like a white patch. I thought was just coloration. Turned the one way, it actually looks part of that is like a Oh, well, I guess what we should do, take a step back. Anyway, this whole thing has been working on this. One of the things that did happen is I had one of these, and keep it on the bucket here to warn me in case it overflows. And I had one on the fish tank in here in case it overflows.
Windowlicker 32 said, "Why the big flush? You do water changes on some tanks regularly."
Yeah, I know. You know what it is? I just let it run, and at some point I'm like, let's see how long this guy can go with this. I figured, you know, kind of testing the whole system for a little bit here. And it can't really, I mean, it's not really going to hurt to flush the water, make the tank cleaner. Maybe it'll help with the blackbeard algae that's in there. This blackbeard algae is kind of like amazing now. Look at this. You can't even tell this is blackbeard algae because these guys, it doesn't grow more than just like that little puffs of hair. Like you can kind of see this whole ship is covered in it, but it's never more. It's more than just it's like a velvet. That's how small it is. Like how check, I guess. but yeah, that flush. I don't know. I just kind of like let it go. But anyway, I was saying this. I left it on here and I kept it on the part that was open. That was a mistake because these guys are curious about everything. And when I was sitting here, I kept hearing it go, do a little. Why isn't this working? Tell me this doesn't work. Yeah, but do a little.
Andy Carson 39 said, "Take that goldfish out and gently dab iodine on the white spot.
Oh
Be
yeah?
sure to not drip into the gills."
Why? What is it? Yeah, I would do that. Like what is that? And I guess it was just the fish getting up there trying to like get close to it and examine it. And at some point, from the next morning, it was at the bottom of the tank. For like, it does work. Wanna So dip iodine on it. Why? What do you think it is? Don't get any on the gills, huh? Yeah, that would probably be really. Yeah, interesting. I wonder what that is. Um, bit of a raised area when you see it turn there. You can, not all of it, just a bit of it. Interesting. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Let me get it. Let me look at my phone here real quick. Good. All right. So I think what I'm going to do now, since I've been letting that flush for a week, it's all set up, ready to go. I'm just going to move it down to this tank. Let that start flushing. All right. Sounds like a plan to me. I got to make sure that this maintains. Chooch. Got a way to fill up before that starts to overflow. That. Now, I got to be careful. Just to see it working. It is. Find that it. So I'm down one of my overflow sensors. I did buy another one. It should be here today. But got to keep an eye, make sure Because if that clogs, tank will overflow. Won't alert me because everything's on there to let me alert. So that's an issue, I think. Go fix that. All right, let's get into this. Goes. Oh, what is?
Victor Coco K30 said nice coffee merch depths unknown.
Thanks, man. Oh, these things like up, but tough. Hopefully the screen is not out like it was.
Andy Carson 39 said, I've seen injuries on fish starting to fungus.
Oh,
The
okay.
iodine will get the healing back on track. It's better than treating the whole tank and upsetting the bio.
No, I agree with that. I was thinking about maybe put them in a 10-gallon and just like that pickaxe or whatever. Funguses. I don't know, guys. I don't wanna. I'm gonna knock on some wood here. This Blackbeard. Doesn't look as bad, does it? Right? Dead.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said,
Yo,
Jason, good morning.
What's up, buddy? Morning, good morning. I don't think this Pathos is gonna make. This is the one that I cut off and put in there. Yeah, roots died. Whatever, it never rooted this time. See if we can get something to root. That'd be kind of cool. I just stole it from this. Pathos. There we go. It's already rooted. Work. Die.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said, good morning, Brian.
There. Cool. All that Pathos. Potentially okay. Off. Suck out some of this nutrients. Do some water testing. Want to do the plant over.
CRPish said, the more I see Festivum, the more I want to get some when I move the Geospheny and Discus to the 210J.
Yeah. They're cool fish, man. I've always thought they were cool. I gotta get more. Maybe I could put them in the other 70. The thing in there is Mr. G and some Plecos. I don't think that'll be a problem anymore. Making a mess. Alright, I did plant that. Blackbeard. Dinner. I don't know. See. Oh Spitus that's just been hanging out in this corner. Let's see what happens. Wood. All right. Testing. Get it? Towel here. Towel. The video that's in my quarantine currently. It was looking better. Now it's kind of like looking like it's not going anywhere. Now it's like staying the same. I don't know if it's getting worse, so maybe I should just do another round of medication. Seemed like the first one I used worked the best, so I'm gonna try that again. Probably do a water change on him too. Yeah, and I gotta think about that goldfish. Iodine. Yeah, I don't know if I want to nuke the whole tank. Apex. Currently, the quarantine I got is the one. Well, I do have other tanks currently set up. I could. Looking for the TDS meter that's in my pocket. This TDS meter is like on its last leg. The on-off button like 20 times they work. 251 on the TDS. All right, sorry.
Andy Carson 39 said, would you undergo chemotherapy for a skinned knee or treat just the injury?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what the
Windowlicker
doctor
32 said,
the doctor
so
thought I
you have
needed.
cut your regular TDS in half.
Yes, pretty much. Why can't I find this? Okay, cool. All right, what did I say? 250. That is down. You have cut your regular TDS. Yeah, pretty much from my tap. Yeah, almost. 83, 80, 50. So about 200 points off of it. All right, I gotta. You guys do see that little like glitch thing happening above him. Making sure it's not on my end. Happening. Line going across the screen like a static something. I think it's the cable damaged. Ow! Because zapping the thing didn't help. Probably froze everything up. All right. Anyway, get into this. Yeah, I gotta get new cables. Cool. Eyeball. Looks about the same. I guess another. What's the worst that can happen is he gets better, right?
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said need a newer, longer USB cable.
Well, I think that's part of the problem is the length of this cable, right? The same glitching as last week. Yeah, it was really bad this morning. But yeah, I think it's like over like distance. It's integrity. I think just from. Yeah. All right. Good to know. Let's get rots and kills everything. All right. Files. What I was doing here, I'm like, what am I doing?
WindowLicker32 said it's a little choppy here. I just figure that's kinda normal for YouTube Live.
Yeah, true. Gotta work on it. Like I said, I think it's the case.
Bionic Bigfoot 40 said a powered USB cable.
That's what I had, and the problem with those is they're kind of bulky, and I've stepped on them like more than once, and then you got to be careful with those powered USB. That's what's the other camera was on powered USB, and you really only need that powered cable if you're trying to run 4K. I'm not because streaming in 4K. It takes a lot. Faster internet connection. I mean, theoretically I have on paper, but you know, on any given day, it's never what they say it's going to be. So problems. I did use that in the beginning when I first started, but I realized shortly that creating issues, I was ended up buffering issues a lot. So I dropped down to 1080. But yes, the powered cable would run that further. Yes, I have done the powered cable thing. But at the end of the day, normal cables were doing it for a long time until it's like a charging thing on your phone. Keep using it too much, it wears out. And then you gotta get a new one because it's great. Or you gotta hold it in a certain way for it to charge. Wire not connecting. Yep. Yep. That. Great. Calibrating. Up. Somebody's cooking something. Oh yeah. So little side note here. I was looking at stuff for overflow sensor thing. I was trying to see if there was like a better way. Because I remember Whip telling me, like talking to me about it, like how he's always overflowing tanks and he wants to find something. And I was like, you know, what about those little like optical sensors? You can make something out of that. I looked into that. Those sensors are not cheap. Just the sensor itself is almost 200 bucks. So I was like, yeah, that ain't happening. I was thinking, you know, you could build a device for each one of your tanks. Throw that sensor in there and it would let you know if it was getting too high or too low. Nope, not for that price. Well, I mean, I guess you could do it for that price, but not like a MasterCard. Let's go. Remember last week we replaced that phosphate removing pad, so phosphate should be pretty low. Keep the because I think the Blackbeard. I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna notice time. Shake. 12 to me. Cool. 3 minutes.
Window Licker 32 said no sound.
How about now? Sound? The headset doesn't work sometimes. I can mute myself on the headset. Oh, still have no sound. It says sound. Sound? No sound? Testing, testing. Sound. Hello? Help me!
Window Licker 32 said you're back.
Okay. Flipped it like 6 times. Am I still back? So,
Bionic
anyway, I don't even know what I
Bigfoot
was saying.
40 said you got sound.
Cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, sometimes I mute this. I muted it to tell Alexa to start the timer, and then when I unmute it, sometimes it does not unmute. So, apologize. You weren't missing much. It was me babbling. I forgot what I was even saying. I said I need to clean this filter. It usually gets choked up with blackbeard algae. Stop the filter running. Now I'm rinsing it. Actually, doesn't look too bad this week. Got a little bit of choking up here. But to me, that's a sign that, you know, the blackbeard's breaking up. I don't think it's growing in the filter. Oh, they got an alarm. Hurry up. We gotta check that TDS or the phosphate.
Window Licker 32 said, help me understand. Bring the thunder, sorry, wrong channel.
Pum 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 pum
Fishy Mom's awake.
pum.
Alexa, stop! Madness. Stop your madness. Alright. Let's say. It says O2O. Phosphates. Alright. Phosphate removing pad actually seems to work. It does drastically reduce those phosphates every time I stick it in. Back in, rinsed. I say O2O, we gotta go write that down. O2O.
Fishymon said, good morning, everyone, and you to Jazrin.
Good morning, Fishymon. O2O. I did change my chart a little bit. Oh. Try to keep it a little more accurate for 9.5 on the nitrates. Clean these out real quick. Set it. Back to the dry. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Throw water here.
Bionic Bigfoot Faulty said, good morning, Fishymons.
Good morning, Fishymon. What's up, dude? Jesus. 9.5, right? .5, bam. All right. All right. What I have done is I've pretty much removed all the old data. Well, I didn't remove it; it's still there, but it's not back in the chart anymore. This is when I started the remineralization to present. So from July. No. Supposed to swapped it from a 55 to a 75. Long period before I started the remineralization, but here's where I started. Yes, sir. The nitrates started dropping. Climbed a little. TDSs seem to be kind of like, you know, nitrates. Not horrible because the high was 50. Phosphates, man, are all over the freaking We're at data sets. Hey, where's that plant floating around?
Windowlicker32 said, I'm still wondering if removing the BBA spores with rotating sponge filter each week, what
Yep.
kind of effect that would do. Victor Coco K30 said there is a full moon on March 3rd, and in the AM you can see the lunar eclipse.
Oh, that's cool. That would be cool. Guess you gotta be in a certain spot to see that, but yeah, cool. March 3rd, that's Wednesday? Oh, today's the 1st.
Victor Coco K30 said liked.
Wait, thanks, man. What am I doing here? I'm just kind of watching, waiting for this water to change. So, chilling. What else we gotta do? I want to medicate the Geo that's up there. Where I medicate. And yeah, did the water change on the goldfish. Iodine thing. I gotta get iodine. I have iodine. Or I gotta put them in a quarantine tank. Thing. On there, man. Weird. I don't know if it's like that would raise it up like that. Oops. Let me see a little book. Trying to look at my notes here. I've moved the endlers into the endler tank.
Windowlicker32 said, when you started mixing the water, I thought it would have a more dramatic effect on the BBA, but just kind of turned it grey.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think with like, I agree with you that you would think it would have a greater effect, but I think just the way plants work in general, it's like it's a slow dying process. You know? Got to slowly die off, and it doesn't want to. But if you look on the left there of that log, right, like that's gotten a lot clearer than it used to be. Sure, I could go back into a stream. Oh, I might want to do that right now. But I want to get two USB cables. I need iodine. There we go. I might do the XX thing because I don't have iodine. I have to clear out a tank. Quarantine system. Also, thinking about this morning. I keep hearing my phone blowing up, so maybe blow up. Check your weekly status. Why do I care what I've used my phone over the week? Cool. Why do I need a tool to tell me what I'm doing with it? You have your feedback from your hammer? Use this hammer 3 times more, or 3 more hours than you did last week. Okay. Want me not to use you? Dumb. Water change is it. Blackbeard here, right? Yeah, but I must say, man, it is definitely looking like it is not doing good, right? My opinion. In my humble Blackbeard algae opinion. No expert in Blackbeard algae. I mean, I might be an expert in Blackbeard algae. It's not intentional. Why have this right? Water out of this Wine Miller or Tapaho Geophagus quarantine tank. Gallons. Gallons out, 2 gallons in. Start putting one. Yeah. I don't know that you're saying about the sponge filters and gathering the spore. I don't know that have much. I don't think you could gather spore like that, right? I think they would find a place for Blackbird to spawn onto. Although it might not matter now. Buffering on here. Pros. I'm still here, guys. What happened? Internet died. First time. Wrap this up. Heck, I'm not hearing anybody talking, making me nervous. Fine. With me? I hear you, Benjamin Peter. All right, cool. Somebody's here. All right, cool. I hear myself.
Benjamin Peters, State 85, said, I hear ya.
Yay, it works. All right, cool. I'm gonna move down here a little bit. Word out of the way. That track here.
Window Licker 32 said you're back.
Yay.
But it was in and out before.
Was it? Okay. That's what it looked like on my end, too. I've seen it buffering. That was about. 6. Let's move the mixed water. Last. Oh. Oh. Go. Go. Woo. Oh. Great, man. In. Hold on. Well, that's filling.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said don't fall.
Don't fall. Good idea. Good idea. All right, let's move up. Bear with me. Okay. Now, I have jugs of RO already. I've been just pretty much doing entire water changes with RO on this tank. But that's also because meds, man. Meds have would kick the last time it 1,000. Kind of low, but it'll be alright. Have to start. I will make sure he goes back to what he's used to before I take him out of quarantine. That'll be just like a day of him tripping. I think what I might do on that day, take my dosing pump, my aqua lifter thing that pumps liquids, and set up the siphon overflow and just start stealing water from the main tank and 20 gallons out into here. Probably be enough. A little low. Top it off, I guess. Tap water. Down here, but cold water. But anyway. There. Tank up. All right. Water has been changed in this. This. Try and pop out. Stupid. Trying to come out. I'm like trying to tilt the barrel so that water from the bottom. Every time I do that, I move the hose. That's done. We can do that in a sec. Almost done. Done. Until it can't pump any of that water out anymore. Here we go. Away. And that water change is now done for another week. Hey. They're on. Kick on. I don't hear anything. Let's get this bucket out of the way. I'm gonna beat the lid on this thing. Filter. Teach it a lesson. Oh, that just kicked on, but it's not. Come on now. Ouch. Color's just not on. Swear to God.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, "What is up with the pink tank?"
Cyanobacteria. My saltwater tank. That's not working. That worked. Those impellers get stuck, man, and that's the problem. That didn't look good, but whatever, it's done. Just came spitting out of that thing. It's all cloudy too, because it just. But it'll clear up. Throw a little potassium in here for some plants. Oh. Higher, but I think it helps. Whatever. Make sure everything's balanced. Run out of phosphorus or potassium. You got that imbalance where plants are not getting what they need, so then the algae gets out of control. I don't know. Don't know. All right, let's get back up here. Don't worry about that pink tank later.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said that is why you have intake filters.
Yes. All right, this is Marathon 1, I believe is what I was using. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself. What's this? Marathon. There you go. Bacterial infections. Oops. All right, instructions. Hospital tank. Water changes, pH or temperature adjustments necessary if readings are ideal. Remove all chemical filtration. Aeration and water flow should be maintained, which not perform water changes effectively, negatively affect beneficial bacteria. Can negatively affect beneficial bacteria. Take 5 days. Treat the full course. Day 1 through 5. Add a packet. Okay, for 10 gallons. 5 packets. One, 5 packets. Straight off of that. Packets. Day 1. So day 6, you're supposed to do a water change, like 25%, and then leave it. And then if you need to redose. This person. All right. Heads are in the water. Water change. Founders. I feed these guys. Not horrible. Backworms. Colony. Backworms. Dead of night. Worms. Guess you guys worms. Real quick while I gather some more. Whoa. Big old worm colony right here. Right. Take this turkey baster, stir it up. See him kind of swimming all over the sides here, and just get them all around. There. So I feel like I've gotten enough. I wait till like settle the bottom and kind of put some. This. Just basically want enough water, not stagnant. Okay. And I take these out. That is stuff in there. Rinsing it until I feel like it's clean. Here. Zoomed in now. Back. Yeah, not bad. But I have to adjust the focus. Keep it. Alright. Now I try to take worms. There's a worm or two that happens sometimes. I'd rather, lose a worm than have to spend 45 minutes like trying to clean these things. Yeah, suck all the worms I can up off the bottom. Back and rinse. And I'll do this until the water looks clear. Now I gotta wait for it to settle. All the worms I just stirred up. Top here. Some algae in here too, like hair algae. So worms like to cling. These black worms, they like to cling to anything, like especially when you stir them up. They'll cling to themselves. Dirt. Cling. They're clingers. Stage 5 clingers, man. And they're dirty. Very dirty. They generate dirt, man. Well, they're detritus. They eat the stuff. They're the things that break things down. Yeah. Cool. Dump water. Rinse the container from all the grit. Rinse the worms. Usually I do this 2-3 times. Come on, worms. Or just like watching them like slowly sink to the bottom. It's like shocked by just cold water. No, what is happening to me? That's funny. Alright. That is good enough. So that's it. That's how I feed my blackworms. Blackworms are messy worms, in my opinion. Very, very messy worms. But rolling up, something's happening. Right, that's that. Go and try to adjust the camera. Take whatever water I have left over and dump it back in the tank that I keep the worms in. So. Rinse everything out. Okay. Let me focus on it. Coffee. Oh yeah, we are like way out of focus. Oh! There we go. One munching already in the left there. Pillars. I'm giving them. Something happened in the background there. I see. Oh. Fun to feed. Enjoy this. Makes me happy. Saw one moving back here. Ow, man, what is going on? I keep zapping things. Attic today. I thought I saw something moving back here. Maybe what I should do. Oh, there was one up top there. Back, so I just freaked out. Freaked them both out.
Winderlicker32 said, "How do hogfish breed? Have you seen any signs? You have these guys for a while."
I have had these guys for a while. I don't think that these are hogfish. Hogfish are similar. I think I've gone over this before, but I think these are like this. They're, you know, one of them is left-handed, one of them is right-handed, and I think these are not the hogfish because they're the opposite hand. Can't remember. But no, I haven't seen any signs, but I haven't really messed with it too much. I think, really, Probably have to change salinity. Start to get them to breed, I would assume. Yeah, from what I understand, it was probably people have had them breed, but tell you the truth, I'm sure 'cause there is a commercial industry for flounder, right? Probably pretty sure that however they get them to breed spawn, probably very similar. Where a lot of like information sharing across like commercial industry hobby would be probably beneficial. Oh. Alright, well, that's at least two of them. I think the third one was in the back there. Tell from the top here because the bubbles keep. Can't see through the side because there's algae on it. So top down, baby. No, I'm not seeing any. Spooked him. I see eyeballs over. Oh, whatever. They'll eat when they eat. All right. Meantime, let's go over here. Or dreams. Shrimp that I'm keeping in my quarantine tank, my fry tank. Dash of golden pearls. Dash of golden pearls. Down in this tank. And go. One little fry in here. Celebi. And in the bottom tank there are avocados. That's it for the fry in this tank. Got some shrimp. Shrimp, a couple of fry. I haven't really done much with my whole breeding setup. Lacking on it. So yeah. Plecos. This can be bills with some Fishimon plecos. Endlers. Because why not? Foods. Bananas. Yeah, soon. Spring is going to be here. I will do some stuff. guessing airline over here that's blowing air on me. That is an awful lot of air. That is an airline. Hear it, right? Hoping you can hear it.
Foxy's Fishers said, "Good morning,
Hey,
Jason."
Foxy, what's up? Cat! Here, little Lily, you better run. A whole lot of air coming out of this, though. Up. This. This goes to. Oh, so that's probably why. Huh. I'm gonna have to rewire this stuff. I think that's the air that's going. Struggling with it. He can hear that? Yeah, I like stuck my hand down here. I could feel like wind blowing. I'm like, where is that coming? Clearly not helping. Lily, I'm gonna kill you. Uh, oh, a lot of hissing up. Oh, little Lily. Let's replace that line. We'll see what happens. Right? Going. On. On. I see. This is going to a tank. All right. Tank. Ugh. Where are you guys anyway? I'll take it. Don't mind me. Hang on, I gotta take my headset off, guys. I can't figure this. I can't get back there because of the headset. Be right back. All right, I think hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Add some of that up through here. Grab it from there. Please let me know you can hear me. If not, then I gotta figure that out. Damn it, I just had the end and I dropped it. Now I can't reach it. Goodness. Really? Anybody hearing me? Hearing me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hearing me? Flip out. I'm really gonna flip out. What am I stuck on now? Alright, well I guess the good news is this airline went nowhere.
Window Licker 582 said we hear you.
Alright, cool. Cool. It was already pinched off somewhere. So I go back over here and make sure this valve is shut. Right.
Benjamin Peters, C85, said we hear you.
Cool. Yeah, I was I was worried.
Dennis 5947 said loud and clear.
Cool. There's a little bit of lag here, so. Alright guys, I don't know what else to do today. I'm gonna gotta call it a little early too, because I gotta take care of some stuff. But yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out. Oh yeah, my camera's like super.
That's lovely, that is.
I've done as much as I can do today. I gotta take a break. Lay down, take a nap. It's been a long day. But yes, thank you everybody. It's whatever. I'm trying to go easy lately because this 3-hour streams have been killing me. It's been ruining my Sundays. I got to do a lot of things after the stream, so I'm trying to cut back a little bit on how long I stream. So hour and a half, 2 hours is probably going to be what I'm going to stick to from now on. Try to keep it a little more sustainable. That makes sense. So on that note, guys, I appreciate hanging out. Got any questions, comments? You know the deal down below. I do check all that stuff. Got anything you want me to see? Email me. Right there's the address. Other than that, hit the like if you haven't. Subscribe if you're not. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cool. Bye.